What's going on, guys? My name is Garrett here in the Jobless Gamers channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Jobless Gamer family today. With that said, today we'll be talking about Watch Dogs and questions that you guys have about the game. So this is a Q&A because I have played the game about 3 to 6 hours at an exclusive Watch Dogs event. So whatever questions you may have, go ahead and leave them in the comment section right now for the next Q&A that I'll release before Watch Dogs is released, so you guys can have as much information as you guys need. So let's jump into it. The first question comes from Bob Gaming. He asks, can you jump? Sadly, Bob, you cannot jump in Watch Dogs. Now, there is no function in Watch Dogs currently that you can just go ahead and press square and jump, but you can do parkour mechanics similar to Assassin's Creed, where you can jump over desks, over ledges, things of that nature, but you cannot simply just hop around the streets however you please. The second question comes from Aaron Mountaineer, and he asks, what is the battery in the lower left corner? Love your videos, by the way. Very big thank you to you, Aaron, saying love your videos. I appreciate the support. So the battery in the lower left corner, think of it as some kind of mana bar, or basically an action bar. For every mana cell or battery cell that you have in that lower left corner, that's how many moves you can do or hacks you can do. So it does recharge over time. So let's an example. Let's say a sewage drain takes 2 battery cells and you only have 3. Well, you're only gonna have 1 left to go ahead and change street lights, or to raise the bars for the street, whatever it may be. So you gotta be very careful and cautious how you use your battery cells, because in the matter of seconds you could lose all your battery. But luckily, there are skills you can talent into that allow you to get more battery cells, so that's very cool. The next question comes from Maddie. He asks, how can you change the color of the car if you cannot customize it? Well, as most of you guys know, if you don't know, you cannot customize cars in Watch Dogs in terms of driving into some kind of Los Santos Customs or a body shop and change the performance. But when you do order cars from the Car On Demand app in the game, you are able to choose the color of your car. In addition to this, there are cars throughout Watch Dogs Chicago where you can find different colors of the same car. So, an example, there might be a BMW that you really like. Well, you can get that BMW, and I'm just using this name as a reference, in red, black, blue, gray, any color you see on the streets. So, there's that kind of customization, but there's no direct customization that we know of thus far, or from what I have seen, from what I have played, and when I asked the devs, there's nothing like that in the game just yet. Possibly in an upcoming DLC. We're just going to have to wait to see. The next question comes from Salen. He says, I'm an avid GTA fan. Is this game in any way like GTA? And by that, I mean, can I just F around, kill random people, cause mayhem? And also, is the multiplayer anything like GTA? Will I be able to meet up with friends and mess around? Very great question, because yes, Watch Dogs is similar to GTA in a way, because this is a free roam game. It has multiplayer functions similar to GTA where there are free roam, but it is its own game. You are able to cause mayhem, kill pedestrians, and do what you please, because at the end of the day, this is a free roam game that will allow you to explore the city in any way you choose, whether it's killing every single civilian you see or going about your day without even hurting them ever. So it's all up to you, the player. And the decisions you make in Watch Dogs will affect your gameplay. If you're a very known vigilante, it will hurt your gameplay in terms of making things much harder to get around the city by, people seeing your face. They'll know that you're a criminal, that you killed cops, things like that. So depending how you play your game depends on, I think, the outcome and the way your story progresses. So keep that in mind. The next question comes from Deluxe Gamer, and he asks, is the handling of the cars smooth or stiff? This is a great question because a lot of you guys have been asking about driving mechanics in the game. Example, Answer, he asks, hi, how is the driving? All these questions are very similar because everyone wants to know, is the driving how or what they're used to in GTA? Now, when I describe the driving, I think of GTA 4 for some reason. I think of a very, the driving's very different from GTA 5. In all the videos you guys see of driving, it's very rapid motions of driving. In GTA, it feels very fluid. It feels like you're actually driving the car. In Watch Dogs, it doesn't feel stiff or smooth. It feels somewhere in between, and I think they went for a more realistic approach to the driving. I'm not sure how much you guys will enjoy it. Personally, I wasn't used to it, and normally when you're not used to something, you automatically do not enjoy it or do not like it as much as you should. So go into the driving of Watch Dogs with an open heart and open mind, and then decide from there. Don't be like, oh, this is nothing like GTA 5. I hate it, and never play it again because the driving isn't how you thought it would be. So go into it with a very open mind, a very open heart when you do grab that controller and drive for the first time. Next question comes from Xbox King. He asks, is there side missions? Yes, there is. There's actually hours of side missions you can do, whether it's digital trips or missions to do on the side while you're free roaming. There is tons of things to do apart from the main storyline, so you will never be bored. Apparently there's over 100 hours of game time that can be invested to Watch Dogs, and after that you will still have fun with all the different mini games and digital trips that they have installed into this game. The next question comes from JCC Man Gaming, and he asks, how many CTOS centers are there? Now, I'm not sure how many CTOS centers there are, but I know there are a few CTOS towers. Now, every time you discover a new area in Chicago, you will be unable to use your smartphone to hack people around you until you hack the CTOS towers. Now, I think there's around 8 towers in all of Chicago, so you will need to hack every single one, with the difficulty ranging from very hard or very easy every time you go to these CTOS towers. The last question of this Q&A is from Arjun. They ask, what things can you craft? In Watch Dogs, you are able to craft many things. An example, you can craft an ID, you can craft proximity IDs, you can craft blackouts, you can craft just about anything to excel Aiden Pierce's gameplay experience for you, the user. Now, this crafting system is unique because you will find things throughout the world that you can pick up that will go towards your crafting, I guess, materials in order to make different things. So it's like a recipe. You have to fill the recipe out. Once you fill it out, you're able to craft an item that you were looking forward to crafting. So overall, the crafting system has been really implemented into Watch Dogs, and it's given us that, free roam aspect that a lot of games don't have. GTA 5 doesn't have a crafting system, and I think that's just because of the nature of the game. But this is more of I feel like an MMORPG type of game that is just going to do very well on its first few days, especially with the very rich story it's coming with. In terms of multiplayer and all these other things that you guys have asked about, I'm very excited to see how Watch Dogs and Ubisoft handles and does with their multiplayer system. I'm super excited to see what rolls out on the release date because I have played the developer version back a month ago or so, and I know things have been changed, modified, and added to the game since I've played it. So hopefully you guys look forward to the next episode, which will be coming out very soon. If we can get 700 likes on this video, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new Watch Dogs video. Later, guys.